Satnam. I hope everybody's well. I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, Satnam. And incidentally, speaking of seeing, a couple of you I can see, and 3 of you I cannot. It's your choice whether to be seen or not. It's helpful to me as a teacher to be able to see you, so because then I can offer you corrections. But you may not want to be seen. It's like in a live class, there are people that like to sit in the back behind people, you know. And I'm kind of grading around saying, well, are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? Or are they? Because my goal is just to make sure you do it right. So that not how accomplished you are or anything like that. It's just to make sure that you're getting, I want you to get the full effect of the Kundalini yoga. That's all. So just know that. And there's no judgment on my part or anything like that. And as usual, I encourage you not to judge anybody else, and especially yourself. There's just no room for that in yoga. To really get going on something, we just assess accurately. Okay, I can do this, but I can't do that, kind of thing, you know, but without judgment, without admonishment or anything like that. All right, we're going to have a good class. So as usual, let's come to sit tall and separate those vertebrae so that the top of your head, your crown chakra, comes straight up. You know, you might be able to raise it up a half an inch, maybe even an inch. I don't know. And shoulders are slightly back and down, and chin is tucked slightly back, and that gives you a very straight posture, perfect yogi posture. Let your eyes fall shut, fall into your breath, and slow it down. We're just slowing everything down right now. Getting in touch with the body and getting it relaxed. Now we separate the body from us, whatever that is. And we're relaxing everything, our whole being. So briefly scanning the body, check out your legs, make sure you're not holding tension. And if you are, become conscious of it and just drop it. Let the knees drop. Come to the pelvic region, make sure you're not clenching. Just tune in. You may be unaware of it. Become aware. Unclench. Move up into your torso, keeping only what you need for the posture. Sort it out. See what you can relax and what you need for the posture. Relax the arms. The back of the neck, come up over the scalp, envisioning, relaxing the entire scalp all the way over to the forehead, unfurrowing the brow, unsquinting the eyes, letting cheeks be loose, lips and tongue loose, jaw slack. Just relaxing. And this you can do on your own. You can remember, or you can do it your own way. And when you get really practiced at it, you can just sit with intention and relax without even going through a routine. You just go into that state. This is Kabir, another of the ecstatic spiritual poets. Inside this clay jug, there are canyons and pine mountains, and the maker of canyons and pine mountains. All 7 oceans are inside, and hundreds of millions of stars. The acid that tests gold is there, and the one who judges jewels. And the music from the strings no one touches, and the source of all water. If you want the truth, I will tell you the truth. Friend, listen. The God whom I love is inside. And all of the spiritual seekers say that. They say the same thing. It's all inside. We don't have to go out looking for God. It's all inside. And we're all trying to learn how to simply access what is already there. All right. Let's do our tune in. Rub the hands together, please. Build the energy. And we'll chant our Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we'll call in the energies of the golden shade and any other energies that need or want to be here to help us in this practice and to get us in the proper space to receive. Thumbs into the sternum, active prayer pose. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Inhale it again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale for the Mangala charm. Angadena me, Jugangadena me, Sangadena me, Siddhigadudevena me. Angadena me, Jugangadena me, Sangadena me, Siddhigadudevena me. Angadena me, Jugangadena me, Sangadena me, Siddhigadudevena me. Inhale and hold. And relax. Let's do a little Sufi grind, please. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. We'll do a few warm-ups. This is not a real physically demanding Kriya, but it's very energetic. And there are parts of it that will challenge you. So inhaling forward, exhaling back. Get that going. Come to the front, reverse. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands on the front shin, spinal flex. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhale forward, oh. Release, hands on the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in back, elbows up, shoulder right. Inhale left, exhale right. Now, your pace is your own. We try to do things kind of rapidly in Kundalini, But you start out carefully and come up with your own uh, rhythm. Inhale, center, hold, and release. Come to all fours for cat-cow. Begin when ready, if you know what to do. Otherwise, you've got hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, belly down, head up. Exhale, arch the spine, face down, head down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, cow, belly down, face up. Exhale, your butt back to your heels and come into baby pose with your third eye, your forehead on the mat. Draw your arms back alongside the body, palms up next to your feet. And just chill for a few moments. Now, if you're doing this at home and you want to do a bunch of warm-ups, you can do as many as you like for as long as you like. It's entirely up to you, and I've varied my routine over the years. A lot of it depends on what I'm going to be doing next. Doing a kriya, doing a meditation, and how much time I have. Okay, slowly start rolling up and come to your knees or whatever works for you. Do a brief camel, either a full camel or on your knees, hands on your back, leaning back, and don't stay there. It's just counter stretch. Come back down, legs wide for light through the stretch. Inhale, center, exhale, left, exhale, center, exhale, right. If you're already well practiced, go ahead and get your left foot right on right, and inhale, center, exhale, right. Let's just go ahead and go that direction right now. So your legs are out and your left is on your left leg, right is on your right leg. Inhale, center, you kind of twist and then go down. If you can grab your big toes, fine. But the main thing is to not bend the knees if you can. That is very difficult for me. I've been working on it ever since I started yoga about 12 years ago. I have these fantasies. If I come back in my next life, if I only knew what I know now, you could start out as a kid, right? And start doing yoga as a kid. Oh man, you really had it down. And whatever other physical thing you want to do, martial art, acrobatics, whatever. Okay, inhale, center. Then exhale, straight forward, just stretching. Inhale, back up, feet together, and continue the same motion. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If you are able to grab your toes and not bend your knees, you're very fortunate. And in that case, press your thumb into the lower portion of your big toenail. You've heard me say this. That's the acupressure point for the pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus. So you get a little extra boost going there. Okay, exhale down. Stay down for a moment. Hold the breath out. Inhale back up. Draw the soles of the feet together. Pull them up close to the body. Sit tall and straight. Carefully, butterfly. Inhale. Exhale, straight forward and straight back. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, back up, back to easy pose, shoulder shrugs. Inhale, left, exhale, right, rapidly. Inhaling right. And both. Inhale up, pull. Now let's do 7 shoulder rolls. One direction, 7 in the other. Count them rapidly. But you determine the pace. You don't have to do those real slowly. We don't want to take too much time. Okay, so where are we? Let's do some face turns. Inhale, face to the left. Exhale to the right. Thinking sat to the left, nam to the right. And we're dealing with the portion of the spine, the neck now, so be gentle. It's a delicate part of the spine. But just pressing your boundary on either side. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin to chest. Begin a slow neck roll to the left. Bring your left ear to left shoulder. Inhaling toward the back, rolling right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling toward the front. Let's do 4 in each direction, please. Making an effort to keep your face facing forward. That gives you the proper stretch. And when you're done, just center your head so I know you're done. Now, a couple of you I cannot see. You don't have the visual on, so I don't know if you're done or not. But I guess that's about enough time. So we're going to start the Kriya. Experiencing the relationship of the pranic body and the physical body. And pranic, that's the energy of the universe. Prana coming in, apana going out. So, and our physical body is just that, our physical body. And the pranic energy and the physical body, this is the point of this thing, experiencing the relationship of the pranic body and the physical body. So I'm going to be doing a good bit of reading here. So I'm going to begin reading so you'll know what Yogi Bhajan is talking about. He's telling you what the purpose of this Kriya is. What we're doing today is very important. We have one central nervous system. When that one central nervous system goes out of control, the re-entry of prana into the physical body is proportionately less. I want you to experience that. I want you to understand that the inflow of the pranic body and the physical body have an established relationship. Sometimes you might have understood in the simple sense of life that a person has died and after half an hour they came back and they are alive again. They say certain things, do certain things, and work out things for a couple of hours. Then they die again. It is just that the pure pranic body retakes the life from the subtle body.
pushes it back in to the physical body, balances it out, and you are alive. Push it out, and you are dead. That is the driving conclusion. We'll like to feel this relationship so we may know about it. Okay. Sounds mysterious and moving in and out of life and this kind of thing. I've been doing, with the pandemic and all of this, a bunch of people dying, a lot of people. And the natural fears that we have around it for ourselves, perhaps, or for loved ones. And maybe some of you have lost loved ones, and my heart goes out. Sorry. But the older I get, and the more I think, and the more Kundalini I do, and this kind of thing, death just doesn't bother me that much anymore. It's just a passage. It's just a natural moving from one state to another. And I have a very soothing image of belonging to the universe, belonging with the universe, with God, if you will. And there is no, as Rumi said, before the beginning of the universe, we were there. That which was never born, it's always there. And there's no beginning to the soul. There's no ending to the soul. It's just there. These are my beliefs. You can have your own beliefs. I'm just sharing with you what has given me solace and peace of mind. When a loved one dies, yeah, I'm going to miss them. Yeah, I'm going to cry. I'll weep and wail and do all of that because I'm human and that's what we do. But it's okay. I do know it's okay. And it's perfectly fine. And when I go, it's perfectly fine. There is no death in a sense. Anyway, I could go on and on and on. I love to talk, but let's get on with this, Kriya. You're sitting here in easy pose. You got your left hand on your left knee. You're going to put your right arm is up, the elbow's bent, your right palm is facing down, and it is parallel to the mat. So it's flat, parallel to the mat. And you're going to turn it right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Let me get up closer so that you can see this. Hopefully this is being seen. Okay. Right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Take it all the way one side and then center it and then all the way the other side and then center. Make sure it's not up. It's got to be, your palm has to be facing the mat. So it's level, parallel to the mat. Okay. So we don't do this for long. So get set and please begin. Sometimes your hand will move in one direction a little bit more or less. The direction or the angle may be wrong. You will find that what you want to do is not happening. You will see that there is a difference between the command you send and to your hand and its obedience. Observe this situation in this exercise. Okay, inhale, exhale. Now you want both hands up, parallel to the mat. Both arms are up like that. And this is kind of tricky, but you begin by, you're going to lower both pinky fingers at the same time, bring them back up, and then lower both ring fingers and then back up, and then both middle fingers, and then back up, and both index fingers, and then back up, and then go back to pinky fingers, ring fingers, middle fingers, index fingers. And it's harder than it sounds or looks, but you get the idea. Feel free to unmute and ask questions at any time. Okay, so you're doing these things. It says, look at your hands, seriously concentrate and coordinate the movement. Your effort will show that you have two brains, not one. Both movements will not be exactly the same no matter what you do. This is a simple physical fact that is very hard to accept. We think that our hands are totally under our control and that they do what we tell them to do. You should be aware that everything is not under your control. It is not a handicap. It's just a reality. I found it easier. Don't try to curl your fingers, just lower them. And you're staring at your hands while you do this. One of those things, I'll bet we could get really good at it if we did it all the time. But try it right now. It's hard, I know. It's hard for you, saw it. It's hard to get them all to cooperate. Or maybe you guys are doing it perfectly. I don't know. I'll just say that's the way it is for me. Okay, inhale, exhale, and okay, here comes the hard one. Come to standing, please. And hopefully you can see me. You're going to rest your hands on your knees, and you're going to have a seat. You're going to pretend there's a chair there, and you got a straight back, and your head is up. You're not bent over like this. Your torso is up, and your head is up, and you're just comfortably sitting in an imaginary chair. And you just stay there for an eternity. Okay. I am working, this is Yogi Bhajan talking. I am working with the organs of your body to let you know that because of the non-flexibility and rigidity which you have created, your functional body and your commanding body are not in the same position. I want you to know this because the situation creates a handicap. The only thing I can say about this is that, okay, it's a difficult thing to hold this position, but as with all these holding things in Kundalini, you can just, there's an attitude you can adapt, and you learn this over time, where you just say, yeah, this is where I am, and just kind of lock it in and ignore any discomfort. And say, yeah, it hurts, so what? This will be over a little bit. It's the kind of thing that we have to learn for ourselves. I can use all kind of words, you know, and they may be helpful, they may not, but it's really something that you learn through experience. And then you know it on a gut level. One minute. Stay with it. We're almost there. Inhale. Exhale, relax, come to seated. You're going to be sitting on your right heel, and you're going to extend your left leg out. So the heel is at your perineum, right in the center between the rectum and the sex organs. And then you're going to, now I can't do this one accurately, but the idea is you lift the leg up. If you can do it, you grab your heel. Okay, if you can grab your heel, it'll actually be easier. And then you're going to lift it up 6 inches, and you're going to keep it there at 6 inches, no higher. And you keep it at 6 inches and do long, deep breathing. And I know you're thinking, you got to be kidding. All right, begin Sitali breath. You're going to curl your tongue and start sucking in air over your curled tongue, and then exhaling through the nose. And this can be a powerful one. We usually do Sitali very softly and slowly. Here, you can do it fairly powerfully. If you cannot curl your tongue, just stick your tongue out a little bit, protrude it a little bit, and suck air over it. Hang in there, continue the breath, you're almost through. And relax down and switch legs. I'll give everybody a moment to get in position before I begin timing. All right, come into position and begin a strong breath of fire through the nose. In your body, you have an organ called the colon. It gives you life. It gives you all that your body needs. If you can hold your legs straight and keep it in position for this exercise, you can help to strengthen your colon. This is one of many small cleansing kriyas that we do to affect certain important organs in our bodies. On the left side, we have done a cool Sitali breath. On the right side, we have done a heavy, hot breath of fire. Both must be done. A couple of minutes of this breathing will trigger in you the strength that you cannot buy or capture in any other way. Inhale, exhale, relax down. Okay. The next, we're going to come back as if we're doing butterflies. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together. But then, once you get them together, you're going to draw them up to the body. And then you're going to rock back on your butt so that you're just balanced on your butt like that. And then you're going to stick out your tongue and do a strong panting breath, dog's breath, lion's breath. Continue that. All about pranayama. This is all about, this whole kriya is breath this, breath that. This exercise is said to eliminate mucus and to take away sexual weakness. Inhale, exhale down, and now we're going to come into a cobra pose. So your feet are extended, your arms are straight out like that, and your face is up. I am going to face the camera so that you can see what needs to be done, because this is all, we're holding this posture and we're doing weird stuff with our faces. So you like this, and then you're going to start smacking your lips. Okay? Yeah. Smack away. So you will get a very funny feeling, but it is all right. You're rapidly opening and closing the lips. Okay, now begin, you're going to wrinkle your nose. You're still in cobra and you're going to pull your nose up in a wrinkle and just hold it there and wrinkle it up. So this can get a tremendous amount of hate out of you. If you got any of that going, this will help. Okay, still in cobra, you're going to start moving your jaw like a cow chewing its cud. Some of you have never seen that, but it's just a big round chewing motion. Okay, come back up to seated. And this next exercise is very much like a lot of the rebirthing workshops that I've done. What you're going to be doing, your arms are out like this, palms down, and then you're going to start flying. You're going to start moving your arms up and down. And you can do whatever pace you're going to do, but you're going to be doing it for 11 and a half minutes. Okay, so just pretend you're flying. And whatever pace you start, keep it. Keep the pace, no matter what pace you decide on. And just pretend you're a bird. Fast or slow, this is everybody talking. Fast or slow, set your own rhythm. Move in any pattern you wish. But whatever rhythm you start with, you have to continue in that rhythm. What you're doing is setting a movement and asking our neuro message system to copy it. It is very important. You must recapture your original pattern and repeat it. It is all happening inside the brain, and the movement of the hands is just a path to create it. It should not hurt. Easy for you to say. But this is back to that endurance thing I was talking about earlier, except this is with movement. You can reach a place where it's just like, yeah, what else you got? I'm happy with this. And you just stay with it. I like to imagine I'm a bird and I'm out on water and I'm flying into shore. And it's over there in the distance. And when I get to the shore, I'll be able to rest. But for now, I have no choice but to fly. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy that the shore is there. And this is my natural state. Beautiful. The people I can see. That's wonderful. Just actually enjoy it. You do it great. Stay with it. Can you smell the salt air?
Just stay with it. The shoreline is getting closer. You have no choice but to fly. And it's no bother. You're doing what you're meant to do. Now stretch your arms straight out parallel to the mat and make them rigid like steel. And now you're like an eagle gliding. You have a lot of altitude, so you're just gliding. And you're coming in and you see the point in front of you that you're going to reach, but not yet. You're going to glide for a while. Just have your arms rigid. Toughen those arms, toughen your shoulders, toughen your neck, toughen it all. This is an important part of it. And you see the perch in front of you, and you're coming in and you're going to land, you're coming in and you flare to land and you light and you can relax. And here you are in the land world. You made it. Wonderful. So wonderful. Now come to rest on your backs for Shavasana. You're safely on shore.
Awareness back. Be aware of your breath. Maybe lengthen it. Slowly coming back. And it's a good time to always come back with gratitude. Saying, wow, I'm alive. Slowly coming back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles, each direction. Stretching the arms overhead, full body stretch. Drawing the knees to the chest, hug them into the body, and make some little circles around your lower back, each direction. Extend your left leg out, pull your bent right knee over to the left into a cat stretch. Your right arm is extended out to the right, your face is turned to the right. And rolling back to center, you can reverse. Some people like to stay on these for quite a while, but that's just a personal preference. When you're doing this on your own, you can do as you wish. Coming back to center, rubbing the soles of the feet together and the hands together at the same time. Feel the energy. And then press the knees and rock and roll up, massaging your spine 2 or 3 or 4 times before you come all the way up. Okay. We're going to continue the theme of chronic breathing, and this is going to be alternate nostril breathing, and it's nothing real complicated or anything, but it does a lot of big stuff. So I'm going to read some stuff here that's very important. Relax and enjoy a feeling of well-being. The energy of the nervous system is directly proportional to one's breathing. The Creator in His wisdom gave 2 nostrils. Ancient yogic texts explain that the nostril on the right is our sun nostril, and it controls our energy level. Our left nostril is our lunar nostril, and it controls our emotions. Consequently, if we are tired, breathing long and deep through the right nostril will give us added energy. Breathing through the left nostril will bring us calmness. even in the midst of emotions, anger, nervousness, joy, sadness. These are tools. When we breathe long and deeply through alternate nostrils, the whole nervous system is soothed, calmed, and energized simultaneously. All that is required of a person is to do this alternate nostril breathing for 3 to 5 minutes, and his or her whole nervous system will be revitalized. So they go on to talk about how you could use it in certain situations. You know, if you have an important interview or encounter with somebody and you anticipate it. This is one of the things you can do to get yourself very centered so that you will deal with the situation effectively and with calmness. And that will help the other person to be calm as well. And whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you both can be satisfied in that. All right, you're going to sit in easy pose. Your left hand is on your knee. You're going to use your index finger and your thumb. It's important that you use these 2 digits. Don't substitute any other digits. Pointer finger, index finger, and thumb. And you're going to close off the right nostril, and you're slowly going to inhale. Or wait a minute. Make sure I can tell you this right. Close the left nostril. Inhale deeply through the right nostril. Close the left nostril, so you're using your index finger. You're going to inhale deeply through the right nostril. At the end of the inhale, close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Now you inhale through the left nostril, close that off, and exhale through the right. And then you inhale through the right, close that off, exhale through the left, and inhale through the left. So at each nostril that you do an exhale, you also do an inhale. So you're going to continue this for a while. And they don't give an eye position, so just close your eyes and look at the third eye. Anybody have any questions, feel free to mic up and speak up. Okay. If not, please begin. Try to make the breath full and complete, both the inhale and the exhale. Not just a partial breath, a complete exhale, a complete inhale. Take an inhale and hold. Exhale. Lower the hand, just relax for a few moments. So we did that for 5 minutes. It says 3 to 5 minutes. So if you're using this as a tool, you do what is right for you in the circumstance. So if you don't have a lot of time, just do 3 minutes or whatever you can manage. If you're in a work situation, you may not have much time. But there are a lot of tools to relax ourselves if we're in a state of agitation or concern, just worried about things. This is one of them. Try to put it in your tool belt. Take it along with you. Prayer pose, please.
May the long-time sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you. And the pure light within you. Guide your way home.
our law in Kundalini Yoga is a basic law, finite to infinity. It is the science of realization, not the science of knowledge. So we come from the infinite, and we're here on this earth plane in the finite world, and we must connect the two. We're compelled to connect the two. And it's a knowledge thing, it's an awareness. That's why they call it the yoga of awareness. Beautiful practice, people. Thank you so much. It's always an honor to teach you. Take care. Be good to yourselves. Satnam.